welcome to our time together. Hopefully you can hear this okay. I'm having technical difficulties with the overall taping, so fingers crossed. All right, so getting into an easy seated position, whatever that means for you today, making sure that you have a space and are clear for a safe practice. And checking in, ensuring that your tailbone and your hips are evenly distributed. Noticing where the earth is beneath you, connecting to the core, noticing that strong, straight spine. Your core is helping support your overall body and increasing your posture. And maybe you roll your shoulders up and back, allowing the palms to face up or down. Again, whatever you're most comfortable with. We'll take a moment to ground and do a bit of breath work, helping ground us, center us, before we get into our standard practice. So you can soften your gaze or close your eyes, whatever works for you. And just to give you a little heads up, today we will be focusing in on the core once more, the hips again as well, and a little bit of opening up those inner thighs to give you a head start of where we are going. So again, closing your eyes or softening your eyes, whatever works for you. Beginning to connect to your breath, coming into the present moment. Noticing as you inhale and noticing as you exhale. Connecting to the breath brings us back into the present moment. You can also breathe in fresh, clean oxygen, a clean new slate. And exhaling anything that no longer serves you, releasing any gripping, any tension. Inhale, breathing in. And exhale, releasing anything that no longer serves you. Noticing how the breath feels. Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it shaky? Is it smooth? Being the observer of the breath. And as you observe your breath, we'll go ahead and breathe in together. I'll say inhale. We'll inhale to the count of 4. Great big inhale. We'll pause and hold at the very top for a brief moment, and then we'll exhale together to the count of 4. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause and hold. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Returning to your normal breath pattern or continuing that count of 4 on your own. Letting go of any thoughts that have been bubbling up. Really noticing them as clouds that are passing by. Or maybe you picture a stream and as if like a fish is just swimming by you, allowing it to go with the flow. Or as if it's a stick floating down a stream, allowing it to be observed, then allowing it to go on its own, not resisting, but flowing with either the sky or the water, whatever image works best for you. Thoughts are always coming into our mind, but it is our choice to entertain them or not. So you can just easily observe them and allow them to pass naturally. Letting go of the to-do list, they'll always be there. And just taking big breaths in and exhaling anything that no longer serves you. Breathing in fresh, clean oxygen. And exhaling, releasing any gripping. If you feel any gripping in the body, imagine on your exhales that there's a little bit of that is being released. And noticing the ground beneath you for a brief moment. Noticing where maybe your hips or your ankles or your knees are connecting to the earth or touching the earth. How gravity is there to root us down so we can rise up. The benefits of gravity are always there for us, although they are not seen. And maybe you want to set an intention for our time together. An intention could be a thought, a word, a prayer, a mantra, really anything that resonates from you. Maybe it's even an image. And we'll go ahead, allowing our hands to come all the way up overhead if you'd like to set the intention. Bringing the palms to heart center. Taking a great big breath in. Inhaling in that intention, that fresh, clean, positive energy that we want to set our intention to. And on an exhale, allow the crown of the head to come forward to seal the intention, bowing forward. Inhale, allowing the head to return back to center. Hands can return back to your thighs. One more great big breath in, breathing in fresh, clean oxygen. And on an exhale, opening your gaze or allowing yourself to return back into the room. All right, welcome back. So we have our legs crossed like so, most likely. You can go ahead and keep that first initial crossing of the legs. Let's go ahead and allow the arms to come all the way up overhead. Allow the gaze to follow. Exhale, chin come to chest, hand comes to your side. Inhale, arms overhead, gaze follows. Exhale, chin come to chest, hands come to your sides. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale. Okay. Switching up that cross in the legs. Okay. Taking a moment here, getting grounded, rooted, making sure your tailbone's feeling supported, engaging your core so your spine is supported. You have a good, strong backbone, posture is increased, and noticing if the hips are evenly distributed with the weight. Taking a moment now. Inhale, bring the arms all the way up overhead. Exhale, right arm come down, left arm is going to come across, making sure that left hip is grounded, rooted, and secure. Gaze can go up over the left arm. Breathing here. Inhale, back into center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, left hand comes down, right hand lifts up, making sure that that right hip is grounded, rooted, and secure. Gaze can go up over the right arm. Connecting to your breath. Inhale, back into center. Great. So in this seated position, let's go ahead and just walk our hands forward, folding into it, opening up those inner thighs a little bit. Breathing here. Inhale, allow your spine to straighten, walking in those hands. Great. Allowing the soles of the feet to come in to meet one another. They can be further apart or further away from the body, or you can bring them in closer. Taking a moment here, inhaling in. Exhale, go ahead and allow yourself to fold forward. Again, it's okay if you're not making it too far at the start. This is just a warm-up. And maybe you want to push the feet further away if that helps. Opening up those inner thighs is what we're working towards. Opening up the hips and the inner thighs at the same time. Inhale, straightening the spine, walking the hands back. Extending the left leg out to the left side here. Taking the right foot, bringing it in closer to the sole. And let's go ahead checking in with those hips, making sure one is not taking on more weight than the other. Go ahead and lean closer to that left leg. Leg is active, foot is flexed, and go ahead and just fold into it a little. Breathing here, connecting to the breath, just warming up the body. All right, coming back up. Let's take that right hand, bring that if you can to the shin, to the ankle, maybe all the way to the toes. So that's the right hand, left foot. Inhale, coming back up, okay? Inhale, go ahead and fold a little forward. Again, it's really opening up those hips and that thigh. Really great for runners. Inhale, walking the hands back, coming back to center. Great. Switching up the legs. Right leg's gonna now extend all the way out. Leg active, foot flex. Bring the sole of that left foot in closer to the body. This time, we're gonna go ahead and fold into that right leg. Both hands on the shin, at the ankle, maybe all the way to the feet. Find out what works for you at this moment. We're just warming up, and nothing should ever feel forced in your practice. Connecting to your breath. Inhale, allowing yourself to come up. Great. This time we're going to take that left hand, bring it to the left shin. I'm sorry, bring it to the right shin, right ankle, or right toe. So you're getting a little bit of a side stretch with this. And if you'd like, you can fold into it a little. Inhale, coming back up. Right? And inhale, allowing yourself to fold a little forward. Connecting to the breath. Exhale, straightening the spine, coming all the way back up. Bringing the soles of the feet back in to meet one another. And going ahead and slowly folding into it again once more. Connecting to your breath. Maybe you notice, oh, my hips are opening up a little bit more. Inhale, coming back up, extending back. All right, taking the left leg, extending it all the way out. Leg active, foot flex. Taking the right leg, extending it out. Leg active, foot flex. Taking a moment here for standard staff pose, bringing the hands to the side of the body. Palms are going to be secure. So the arms are active, the legs are active, the feet are flexed. You might even have that engaged core to be able to support that backbone for proper posture. Softening the heart. Okay, great. Taking the right leg, bring it over the left so that it's solid, secure on that foot. Right hand coming about 6 inches behind the right hip. Cactusing that left arm, bringing it across, avoiding those vulnerable joints, and giving yourself a nice little side stretch. Gaze going over towards the right. Connecting to your breath. And exhale, releasing that bind. Okay. Taking those leg, bring it back to meet its counterpart. Arms coming back to your sides, grounded, rooted, secure. Feet flexed, leg active. Okay, reset, great. Left foot coming across the right. Foot is grounded, rooted, and secure on the mat. Taking the left hand, bringing it about 6 inches behind the left hip. Taking the right arm, cactusing it out, allowing those vulnerable areas be wary of. So allowing it to come over top of the left leg, giving yourself a side stretch to the left side. Breathing here, connecting to the breath. And on an exhale, releasing everything. Awesome. Giving your shoulders a little bit of a shoulder roll. And what we do one way, we do the other, so bringing it forward as well. Taking the head to the right, taking the head to the left. All right, fabulous. All One more time, bringing the soles of the feet to meet each other, opening up, allowing those hips to open, allowing those inner thighs to open. Maybe even can deepen it a little bit more now that the body is starting to warm up, and you can slowly fold into it if you would like. And inhale, coming back up to a easy seated position. Gonna go ahead and go into standard tabletop position. Palms are gonna come up onto the mat. All right, palms are shoulder width distance apart, wrists in line with the elbow, elbow in line with the shoulder, engaging that core. If your core is not engaged, it looks something like this. Engage that core as if a cup of coffee was sitting in the middle of your back. You don't want it to spill. The knees are in line with the hip, and you're at a 90-degree angle with those legs. Okay. Inhale, going ahead, allowing the spine to create a U shape. Gaze comes forward, chin lifts. Okay, for cat, cow. And bring it in on an exhale, chin coming into chest, reversing, allowing your spine to create a mountain. Exhale. Coming into and bring it into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And the next exhale, coming back into standard tabletop position. Awesome. Get any wiggles out if you have any. Maybe even rotate the feet. All right, and I'm going to ask you to come back onto your ankles, allowing yourself to sit up for a brief moment. Taking the wrists, bringing the right wrist, allowing it to go to 6 o'clock clockwise, taking the left wrist, bringing it around to 6 o'clock counterclockwise, putting the palms down onto the mat, rocking side to side, forward and back. All right, flipping them back around. Okay, taking the palms, bringing them back towards you. So the palms are in the air. And maybe bring them forward and back, side to side. All right, coming back into stillness. Great. And coming back into standard tabletop. So the arms hip width distance, the knees hip width distance apart, and the palms are shoulder width distance apart. Taking the left arm, extending it all the way out. Gaze stays still. So engaging that core, the arm is straight, it's the extension of the spine. Left hand coming down. Right hand extending all the way out. Again, engaging that core. Right hand is now an extension of the spine. Exhale, bringing it down. Checking in, make sure your weight is evenly distributed. Extending the back left leg all the way back behind you. Leg active, foot engaged. Core is also engaged as well. Exhale, bringing it back down. Left leg, extending it all the way back. Foot engaged, leg active, core active. Taking a moment here. And extending it back down. All right. Right arm extends all the way out. The left leg extends all the way out. Both of them are extensions of that spine. Core is engaged. Connecting to the breath. Right hand comes down, left leg comes down. Extend that left arm, right leg, all the way back, core engaged. Arm is an extension of the spine, legs extension of the spine. Breathing here. Exhale, bringing it down. Once more, taking that right arm, extending it out, taking the left leg, bringing it back, engaging that core, making sure there's no droop in the back, your spine is supported. Right hand to the knee, extending it out. Right elbow to the left knee, extending it out. Right elbow to the left knee, extending it back out. Core's engaged. Hands comes down, leg comes down. Left arm extending all the way out in front of you. Right leg extending all the way behind you. Engage that core. Left elbow, right knee, extending it back out. Left elbow, right knee, extending it back out. Left elbow, right knee, extending it back out. Hand comes down, leg comes down. Taking the big toes, bringing them in to meet one another, extending the knees out a little bit, and coming down into a child's pose. Connecting to your breath. All right, lifting back up to our standard tabletop position. Let's go ahead and tucking the toes. We're going to lift up into our first downward facing dog. So tucking the toes, actually, let's tuck the toes first and just lift the knees up, holding it here, engaging that core, feeling how that feels. Strong, active core. Thinking about that lovely six-pack. Breathing here. Don't hold your breath. Maybe even smile a little bit. And let's go ahead, extend all the way out to our first downward facing dog now. Walking those legs out. Opening up those quads and the shins. All right, getting any stretching out that you need. Walking your dog. All right, let's go ahead and shift the weight forward. High plank, slowly lower our knees, chest and chin. Coming down, baby cobra. Cobra or upward facing dog. Tucking the toes back into down dog. All right. Right leg's gonna lift all the way back. Three-legged dog, bringing it into center. Dropping that knee. Untucking those toes and coming up into a little lunge. Taking a moment here, bringing your hands down, tucking those back toes, bringing back into downward facing dog. Great. Left leg, extending back, three-legged dog, bringing it into center, dropping the hands down, untucking those toes, dropping the right knee down. And coming up into a little lunge. Hands coming back down, tucking the toes, the left foot comes back. And shifting the weight forward. Slowly lower our knees, chest and chin. Cobra variation or upward facing dog. Tucking the toes, back into down dog. And right leg's gonna come out for lizard. Dropping that back left knee. And untucking those toes. Taking a moment here, you can stay just like so. Or you can open it up a little bit more if you would like, making sure your safety's being considered. And you can even fold into it if you'd like as well. Connecting to your breath. Inhale, bring the palms in, allowing that left foot to walk itself across the mat, coming down for pigeon. And you can perch up, and you can stay perched up if you would like, or if you'd like to, you can also fold into it. Remembering to breathe, maybe even connecting to that intention. And inhale, folded forward, perching back up. Taking the left foot, tucking the toes, lifting the left leg. Allow that right foot to meet the left once more. Taking the left foot, bring it outside of the left hand. Bringing down the right knee, untucking the right toes. And a lizard on the opposite side. So taking a moment here. And if you folded into it on one side, make sure you try at least to fold into it on the other. You don't want a wonky body. But one side might be a little bit different than the other. And inhale, perching back up if you're folded. Walking that left leg across your mat. And coming down into pigeon on the opposite side. So, perched up on one side, stay perched up. If you folded into it, go ahead and fold into it on this side as well. Inhale, lifting up. Tucking the back toes, lifting the back leg, bring that left foot to meet the right. And we're going to go ahead and come over onto our backs. All right. From here, go ahead, extending the legs all the way out. We're going to do a reverse plank. So we're extending the legs out, having the hands on either side of you, and we're going to lift up and open up. Connecting to your breath, so your fingertips are facing the feet. Engaging the core this way. Exhale, coming all the way down. Okay? So, checking in here. The fingers are facing the feet. Feet are fully extended, and they are going to, when you lift up, they're going to be flat on your mat. Your core is going to become engaged, supporting that spine. And we'll do that again, once more. Inhale, coming up, so the feet are engaged, lifting up, and the head can look towards the sky. Breathing here, making sure to keep your safety first. Exhale, coming back down. Okay. Now, continuing to work on our core. So, we'll go ahead and from here, just go straight into boat. So the legs can remain a little bent if you would like. The feet can remain flexed. We're going to extend out the arms. They can go, the palms can face up, down, to your sides, whatever works for you. And allowing yourself to balance. If you'd like to extend the legs all the way out, you are more than welcome to. Really engaging that core here. Connecting to our breath. Forward boat. Connecting to your breath. And let's exhale, coming back, taking a moment. A big inhale in and exhale. Taking an inhale in, and as you inhale, begin to support your boat posture once more. Core is engaged. Breathing here. Probably really feel it in your abs now. And exhale this time, let the feet come all the way down and allow the body to come all the way down as well. Great. Full body stretch, extending the legs all the way out. Arms coming over your head and just giving yourself a nice full body stretch. Let's take it to the right for a second. Coming back into center, taking it to the left. Back into center, great. Arms coming down to your sides. All right. Extending the legs out. So the legs are active, the feet are flexed. Go ahead and take the left leg, allow it to hover. Noticing that core engagement. Exhale, bring it down. Right leg, bring it up, allow it to hover. Exhale, bringing it down. Bring your legs into the center of your body, interlacing here, taking a moment, rocking side to side. I don't know about you, but my back just cracked. That felt good. All right. Now, keeping the legs closer to the body, go ahead and allow them to be at 90 degrees. So you're giving yourself a nice square here. Let's take the left leg down as if it's about to touch the mat, hovering there. Bring it back up. Right leg down, hovering. Bringing it back up. Left leg again, hovering. Bringing it back up. Right leg, hover. Bring it back up. Both legs going down, hover. Bring them back into center. Both legs, hover. Bring them back to center. Both legs, hover. Bring them back to center. Both legs, hover. Bring them back to center. Great. You can take the right leg, allow it to go down to hover. Bringing it into center. Left leg going down to hover. Bringing it back to center. Right leg goes down to hover. Bring it back to center. Left leg goes down, hover. Bring it back to center. Both legs go down to hover. Bring them back to center. Both legs go down to hover. Bring them back to center. Both legs go down to hover. Hopefully you're smiling. Bring them back to center. Both legs go down to hover. Bring them back to center. Great. Bringing your legs into center formally and rocking side to side, taking a moment. All right, let's go ahead and extend the legs as if they're going to walk up on the wall. Legs are active, feet are flexed, core is strong and engaged. Holding it here. Another option is to put the wall directly behind you so these legs are supported. You'll still get a little bit of an ab workout. It won't be just as intense. Connecting to your breath, remembering to breathe. Don't hold the breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Taking the right leg, allowing it to come down to hover. Bringing it back up. Left leg goes down to hover. Bring it back up. Right leg goes down to hover. Bring it back up. Left leg goes down to hover. Bring it back up. Bring the legs into your chest. Rock them side to side. The soles of the feet coming down onto the mat. Let's go ahead, placing the hands at your side, palms facing down. And the legs, the soles of the feet pushing the earth away, the thighs coming in to meet one another. So pushing the earth away, thighs energetically pulling in, coming all the way up. Connecting to your breath here. Exhale, releasing, coming all the way down. Awesome. Bringing the legs into the body. Go ahead and open up the hips. You can either interlace the big toes, interlace around the sides, maybe even coming around the ankles, whatever works for you today for happy baby. Coming back into center. This time allowing the soles of the feet to come in to meet one another and allowing the legs to come all the way leg down. Taking a moment here, allowing gravity to be used in this case to open up the hips. This is also always an option for Shavasana if you're comfortable with it. Your final posture if you want to add a little bit more in your restful pause. Alright, inhale, bringing the feet onto, the soles of the feet onto the earth once more. Taking the right foot, bring it over the left, avoiding the vulnerable area, so avoiding the ankle and the knee. Bringing that left leg into the body, interlacing here around the thigh if you'd like. Bring it in closer to the chest. Exhale, left foot coming down, right foot following. Left leg coming across the right, bringing it into center. Connecting to your breath here. Exhale, right leg comes down, left leg follows. Bringing the legs into your chest, allowing them to go to the left side. Arms extend all the way out, or they can be cactus out. And the gaze is going to go the opposite direction of the legs. So to the right, allowing gravity to allow that right shoulder to come down to the earth as best it can. Not you forcing it, but allowing gravity to do its job. And allowing the head to come to center, bringing the legs into center. And now allowing them to go to the right side. And allowing the head to go to the left. Gaze follows. And again, allowing gravity to work its magic by allowing that left shoulder to come down onto the earth. All right. Allow the head to return to center. Allow the legs to come to center. Hands come to your side. Right leg's going to go out to the right side of the mat. Left leg goes out to the left side of the mat. Palms can face up or down. Coming into your final posture, your final form. Shavasana. Maybe noticing your breath pattern, how it changed from the observation in the beginning. Slowly rolling onto your left side. And again, at no rush, slowly coming all the way back up to an easy seated position, your own pace. Eyes can remain closed, gaze can remain softened, palms can be faced up or down. And once you get there, bringing the hands to heart center. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering. And may the thoughts, words, and actions of our own lives bring about that happiness and freedom for all. Namaste. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great week. Have a great weekend. See you next time.